This chapter will continue your exploration of international economics by focusing on economic growth in the lesser developed countries of the world. So in order to begin this chapter, you need to understand how economies are compared and how we identify them as either lesser developed or more advanced or industrial. One way that we look at that is called GDP per capita. So you'll examine the measure of GDP per capita and how that's calculated, as well as looking at other measures of quality of life. And then we can identify countries as being either lesser developed or possibly in transition to more advanced economies. In order to grow an economy at any level is going to require a shifting outwards of their production possibilities frontier. So no matter where a country is located on the economic ladder, whether they're lesser developed or more advanced, economic growth is always indicated by an outward shift in the production possibilities frontier, the ability to produce more of everything. And we will examine how countries can achieve economic growth by looking at capital and labor and technology, as well as a little bit of discussion about the different political systems in those lesser developed countries. So we also will examine how advanced countries can help the lesser developed countries to gain economic growth. We'll examine how lesser developed countries can benefit from foreign investment, how advanced countries can provide foreign aid, as well as the mechanisms that are in place around the world to provide loans to the lesser developed countries. So out of this chapter, you should first of all gain a little bit of understanding as to how we arrive at whether a country is lesser developed or more developed or industrialized. You will examine the different requirements that are needed for a lesser developed country to gain that economic growth, as well as ways that advanced countries can help those lesser developed countries to gain that economic growth.